Hello everyone and welcome back to the Pacific Northwest Mermaid Tarot. Today's reading is going to be about growth and growing pains. Right here we have the Nine of Wands. So if you're watching this, if this video has found you, you are going through a time of growth in your life and it's been very painful the last few, I want to say months, but I think the last couple of days especially, you've really just, there's just been so much going on in your life. And with the Nine of Wands, you might even be questioning whether this is something you should keep doing or not. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I do tarot card readings, sometimes pick a card, but for this video, if it found you, trust your intuition. And if the cards speak to you, then this is where you're meant to be. All right. I feel all of these cards want to come out. I also want to point out too that I found these beautiful purple shells right out here at a beach in Washington. And I just was super excited to put them on these stones for the video today. And it is overcast, so we do need cold candles out here. Let's look at these cards. With the Page of Pentacles reversed, your struggle is partly about money. There might have been an idea that you had at some point, and you're wondering, is this something that you should keep going with? With the Hierophant, I get the feeling this is something that you felt called to do, like a religious calling, like that this idea that you had maybe was what you were put on this earth to accomplish. But also with the Six of Swords, even though it was inverted, I'm just going to put it upright because the Six of Swords is about slow movement. And if it was upside down, maybe you felt like there was no movement at all. Forget slow movement, it was a complete standstill. Maybe that's what you felt. But I want to point out that it is the Six of Swords and it's not the Hangman. So you weren't actually completely stuck. There was progress, but maybe you've had trouble seeing it. I want to take a moment and just look at this Page of Pentacles card because the pages are always, there's a level of naivety to them and just childlike innocence. And this page has found this coin, probably symbolic of a money-making opportunity. And this page is so excited. And you can see these little fairies here. And it reminds me of this this book that I was recently reading, and I forget the author's name. I'll probably try and link the book down below if I'm able to find it. But I know she was the author of Eat, Pray, Love, and then she also wrote this book on ideas. And she said in this book that she believed ideas exist, kind of like these little fairies, and they just go and they knock on every door they can until someone realizes them and puts them into action. And in line with that belief, what I see this card here is that this was you, and these are these little ideas, and they knocked on your door and they said, hey, we really want you to go, try something new. There's something that we believe you're the perfect person for, that this passion aligns with your beliefs down to the deepest core. And I think you followed those ideas. I think you chased after them, but you thought it was going to go a lot faster than it did. And with the Six of Swords, it's been very slow and it's been a lot more work than maybe you bargained for. I see this card right on the bottom of the deck. Now I picked it up and it's gone, but I'm going to shuffle a little bit more and see if it comes out. Because with the tarot cards, if a card wants to come out, if you're open to the message, that card always comes out. And these cards are really struggling to get in order, and so I know cards want to come out. And I think it's these. I'm just going to set these down. Oh, and this one also. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so more wealth for sure. With the Ace of Pentacles is a new idea that does relate to usually to businesses or to something that is career-wise. The difference between the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles is that the Ace of Pentacles is, I mean, you can see here, you just see this little pentacle here, but there's an entire treasure chest underneath. So that's like the sprout of an idea. If you could even imagine, you know, if you have like a little pot full of soil and there's a seed in there and you're just watering it and you're watering it and you're watering it, the Ace of Pentacles is the moment that you see that sprout come out. When you're like, oh my gosh, it worked. The seed actually, like, there, the seed is there. It's not just like a dud. Whereas the Page of Pentacles, that is the energy of you watering the soil, even when you can't see anything, because you are so, like, you can just envision the garden that this is all going to become. So you are happily watering dirt for as long as it takes until reality sets in and you realize it's going slower than you expected. And then you're starting to question, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Am I on the right track here? And when we have Temperance too, it's so beautiful that you have two major arcanic cards so far with the Hierophant and also Temperance. And Temperance is always depicted as, well, at least all the depictions I've seen, she's half in the water, half on land. And it's the idea that you have to be half in dream state, half looking at the final product, and half in the hard work, just get it done, keep going. And the present moment, and maybe even evaluating the past a little bit to make decisions moving forward based on that. Temperance is one part dreamer and one part warrior, one part vision and one part just sweat it out, elbow grease, get it done, power through. With the Knight of Cups being inverted, I think your cup is empty. I think you've stopped taking care of yourself in this process. Maybe this idea kind of overtook your life. And the Knight of Cups is here to remind you that you are so special and you're so important. And it really matters that you take care of yourself. That you fill up your own cup first. You need to romanticize your life a little bit. You know, the Page of Pentacles has this idea for, well, let me pull this back here. This idea that had to do with something that was monetary, something that was business related. And I don't feel the need to go into that too much because I know that if you're watching this, if this video found you, you already know what I'm talking about here. And because this is, you know, kind of a general reading, there are probably many different business ideas, many different passion projects amongst the people watching this video. But it kind of took over your life and you kind of forgot who you were. And when you look at the Knight of Cups, and if you've seen my videos before, I know I've talked about this, he's just staring at his reflection. He is looking at himself in a cup full of water. He sees his reflection in this water and he's just thinking to himself, I'm so beautiful, I'm so handsome, I'm so accomplished, look at my gorgeous curly hair. Those are all of the things that are happening in this card, but it's inverted because you've forgotten who you are. And with the Queen of Swords, oh gosh, I love this example that when I first was learning about the Queen of Swords, especially because the holidays are just around the corner, or if you're watching this video, maybe they've already passed. The Queen of Swords is you at the Thanksgiving dinner table who is telling your uncle conspiracy theorist or your aunt, you know, whatever wild, awkward thing she's saying. Stop. None of that. You're just shutting them down with facts. You're saying, look, if this is the conversation you want to have, everyone else might be trying to just change the subject and make polite and make happy and like keep the waters calm. But the Queen of Swords is sometimes also called the Queen of Voices. She shuts that down. She's like, no, you don't get to say false information in my presence. You don't get to say things that are humiliating to my cousin when I'm here and I can see it. Your card, though, the Queen of Swords, was inverted. You have turned your voice off. I wouldn't even be surprised if many of you in this group have been feeling throat problems lately. If you've maybe had I've heard thyroid issues can be attached to that because that's in your throat, or if you've had a cough, or maybe you've lost your voice, or possibly you have allergies that just keep showing up and you're like, wait, why do I still have allergies? Usually my allergies only last for like a week. Why are they still here? It's causing me to like always feel like I can't talk, or like my voice sounds funny. That's not your allergies. That's not just random viruses. You've turned your voice off, and that is your voice rebelling against you. And I love that you have the Knight of Pentacles is here, because the Knight of Pentacles really, she's not the completion of all the Pentacles. You know, as you see the rainbow here with the Page of Swords, Page of Swords with the Page of Pentacles, you'll see that rainbow again, or previous, I guess, because it comes right before it with the Ten of Pentacles. But the Nine of Pentacles is the card of getting everything that you needed and then some. The Nine of Pentacles is having the money to just go buy your friend a car. It's having the money to pay your bills and have so much money left over that you're like, I paid my bills, I invested, you know, I did all of the things. Like I went through the budget items too, and I still have all this money left over. I can go take a fancy vacation. I can get ahead on a car payment if I want to, or just buy the car outright. I can, you know, go buy myself a whole new wardrobe if that's what I wanted. That's the Nine of Pentacles energy. This is Taylor Swift money right there. If you follow any celebrities, it's, you can own a private jet. What does the Nine of Pentacles mean for you though? Because it's not always about money. It is usually about material items though. So maybe that's, I'm hearing for some of you, it could be about land too. There might be some of you that you just really need space, you really need freedom. Maybe you need a larger apartment, or maybe you need an actual house and you're done with the apartments and you're done with living that close to people and you just want room to breathe. The Nine of Pentacles is in your cards. She's right there. Whatever material thing that you're looking for, whatever material wish you have, here she is in the wishing well, with all the coins thrown into this well or growing up around her. Your wish is about to come true. But maybe your wish isn't big enough. As a recap, the advice we have so far is that you need to remember, with whatever this special thing is that the page is holding for you, it is one part hard work and one part dreamer. The idea that you had with the Ace of Pentacles being here, that idea is absolutely meant to come through. You are absolutely meant to find that. With the Six of Swords, it's going to be slow going. I know it was inverted because you felt like it wasn't moving at all. That was your perception that had this card inverted. You are actually going, it's just slow. I mean, look at this guy. He's got a sled made out of swords, and he, instead of having huskies or anything, he's being dragged by a seal. Okay, that's gonna take 13 years to get wherever it is he's going. For you, you need to trust the process. With the Hierophant here, this was your divine calling. This is something that the universe has desired you to follow, desired you to pursue. You were the right person for this passion project. You are following your calling here. With Temperance, you need to remember that balance though. You need to remember to keep sight of the dream, but also your nose to the grindstone, or any other metaphor you want to think of. You have to remember, I think it's called head in the clouds, feet on the grass, or feet on the ground. That needs to be your motto. It's coming true. Your wish is being granted. It is absolutely coming true. Please, 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 please start romanticizing your life. If that means you need to get up 15 minutes early to do a skincare routine, or just listen to affirmations if that means you need to start spending your weekends journaling instead of whatever it is that you've been doing. If it means you need to take a break, I know I don't see the Four of Swords is actually the card of taking a break. I don't see that in here, but I do get the feeling that a lot of you do need to take a break. You need to rest. And you need to let this energy renew itself. With the Queen of Swords, please start speaking up. Please start using your voice. Start shutting down the naysayers. Remember, she's not the card of tuning them out. She is the card of shutting them down. I don't think there's anything else in this deck that wants to come out. So I'm gonna, I don't feel anything else in here. I'm going to put it away, but I'm going to grab out some oracle cards. Here we have the Moonology deck, and I always link these down below too in case you want to add any of these to your personal collection. Especially right now with it being gift-giving season. It might be fun to put some of these on your wish list if that's what you're into. I think I'm holding these upside down. Am I? I'm going to flip these. Nope, they're just all shuffled. Okay. If they do come out upside down, though, I only ever read them right side up. So we'll get to this in a moment. You're very close to achieving your goal. Never mind, we're getting to it right now because that is so self-explanatory. There you are. Those cards belong right next to each other. You're very close to achieving your goal. With the Nine of Pentacles, too. And the gibbous moon. Look at that beautiful starry night, too. Oh my goodness, that's such Pacific Northwest vibes there. Okay, what else? Are there any other cards that want to come out? I feel like some of these cards here. Also, the fun thing with having such naturey backgrounds is that sometimes I get just dust all over these cards too, which I think is happening a little bit. Okay, something wants to come out. Is that just one card? Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, this is so special because Sagittarius season is right around the corner. I'm about to post this video and I want to say it starts next week. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. This is coming immediately for you. If you are watching this video and Sagittarius season is not right around the corner, it's still in the next week. Week to 2 weeks. I need to check to be exactly sure when it is. So if you're watching this a week before Pisces season, it's Pisces season. Whatever astrological season is coming up immediately for you when you see this video, that is a symbolism for you as well. Because remember, timeless readings. I'm going to see if there's any other cards that want to come out of this deck, but I think we might, maybe we're done. I think we're done with the moon cards though. Okay, I don't think we're done actually. I think these two want to come out. And I think that's it for these. Maybe. Yes. Okay, I'm going to put these down. And we have new moon in Taurus. So Taurus season, I believe that starts in May. And the full moon in Aquarius. So you have, gosh, this is beautiful. Okay. 2 new moons and a full moon. Aquarius season happens, if I remember correctly, right after Capricorn season. So Sagittarius season is coming up, there's been Capricorn, and then there's Aquarius. Something you're about to start right now will see its fulfillment in the next couple of months. Your new moon, your full moon, and then a new moon in Taurus, and I believe Taurus starts in May. And you can look it up to be sure, but the general meaning of all that, from what I'm seeing, is that there will be another new beginning for you. Another new start to a milestone that will happen in about 6 months' time from now. A little bit less than 6 months' time. That's your new moon in Taurus. I think there could also be a couple of you who are Sagittarius, Aquarius, and Taurus signs. And this reading is just pulling these cards too in a way to also confirm that this is meant for you. I want to pull a couple more cards. I have an astrology deck that might offer just a few more words of wisdom. Dear God, holy angels, spirits of love and light, is there anything this group needs to hear before this message is complete? I don't know how many people will be watching. I don't know their stories, but you absolutely do because you're outside time. Is there anything else they need to hear? Please speak through these cards. Please communicate to them anything you like. I feel like there's still one more card in here. This one. The first house with self and identity. Of course this came out actually because we had the Knight of Cups. And I'm going to rearrange this a little bit too because I know that that's exactly where that card belongs, is next to the Knight of Cups. So let me go ahead and move these over. And I'm going to turn the Knight of Cups upright too, because we have something like self and identity showing up. That's exactly what's being talked about, is right there. Romanticize your life. There we go. You're very close to achieving your goal. Full moon in Aquarius. The new moon, oh, let me rearrange that too because it should be Sagittarius first in order of approaching. And prosperity lies ahead. Show the world the real you. Knight of Cups and the first house. Such beautiful synchronicities in the last cards that we have. I feel like this one should come up first. Essence and personality. And it's so beautiful because it's right next to this card about showing the world the real you. The moon with feelings and subconscious. How beautiful that both the sun and the moon came out in the same reading. Saturn with limits and lessons. I think you need to reconsider what you've been letting limit you. Especially because the Queen of Swords is here. And she's here inverted. And I think you've learned a few things in your time on this earth, and you need to speak up about them. And the final one we have is Cancer with the caring. I think there are a lot of you in this group who are a Cancer sign. And this little crab is just showing up real quick just to remind you that you're supposed to be here. And also for those of you who are in this group and you had the Knight of Cups inverted, I think some of you are caring too much about one aspect of this, and you lost sight of yourself. And this is a reminder for you to actually take care of yourself as well. That self-caring is always so, so important. That's all I have for you. I wish you so many blessings. I'm sending you so much love. I hope I see you in the next reading. Have a blessed holiday season. You are going to be wonderful and fantastic. And remember, this is your calling. This is your calling. And if God and the universe and all of the angels of light are on your side, you are unstoppable. Bye.